Hi guys, welcome back to our channel. If you are new here, we are a minimalist family of 7 living big with less, and today I'm going to hit you up with 3 of my favorite vegan sweet treats. If you have been around on our channel for a while, you'll know that I really don't like cooking, and so you know that these recipes are going to be super simple, super quick and super easy. So the first recipe I have for you today, I have talked about before, and you guys have asked me for the recipe a few times, and it is a slow cooker coconut rice pudding. So easy. There is 4 ingredients. You can substitute out the sweetener to be whatever you like, but today I'm going to use maple syrup, and you just dump it all in the slow cooker and then leave it for about 4 hours on low. So I'll walk you through what you do. So I use the basmati rice. I like it the best. I use a little bit of cinnamon at the end. As I said, I'm going to use maple syrup as our sweetener, but you can actually substitute this out for normal sugar, for agave syrup, for rice malt syrup. I'm sure honey would work fine too. I've never tried honey, but I'm sure it would. You'll need 2 tins of coconut milk. I use the light coconut milk, but full milk will work fine. So essentially what you do is you use 2 cups of basmati rice, both of these 2 tins of milk, and then I fill them up with just plain warm water. Dip it in. I use 1/4 cup of maple syrup or normal sugar. If you like it a little bit sweeter, just suss out what you like, and then I just sprinkle some cinnamon on the top. Just chuck it all in and it's good to go.
I know it's a little bit too much for sure. So cold, but we're always coming back for more. It goes in this wicked game, it's all for sure. Oh, I've got you. If we figured out what it's all about, takes a second and then we're back it again. Coaster ride for the triggered minds, but I don't ever want us to stop it. Go ahead, to let me smile for all I care. Just wanna stay close, don't say that ain't gonna leave ya. I don't wanna sabotage. You're a million.
So now everything is in there. You just dump it in and give it a stir, and then I'm going to let this go for around 4 hours on low, or until the rice is tender. And then usually what I do is, just to make it a little bit creamier, I'll add a bit of rice milk, but if you prefer almond or soy or oat milk, you can add it in just at the end, probably 1 to 2 cups. It will reabsorb some of that. It just adds a really nice creamy flavor to the rice pudding. You can serve it hot or cold. I actually let my kids have this for breakfast with some berries, or as a dessert. It is delicious. Now we're going to make some Ferrero Rocher date balls. Now I just call them that because my husband thinks that they taste like Ferrero Rochers. It's probably because the nut in them is hazelnut, but both these recipes are almost identical. You can actually use walnuts, almonds, peanuts, like I'm going to show you in the other recipe. They're all delicious, but this one I'm actually making as a Valentine's Day gift for my husband. It is super easy. So you just need 3 ingredients: cocoa or raw cacao if you like that. One of my kids can't have raw cacao, so we just always use the cocoa. Hazelnuts, I'm going to be using 160 grams of hazelnut, and this is a 500 gram bag. and I'll probably use about 300 grams of dates. You can use Mujaloo dates, you know, the fresh ones as well. These are just significantly cheaper. For this whole huge batch that I'll make, it'll be like under $5. So the first thing you want to do is crush up the nuts. Now, if you don't have whole hazelnuts, you can actually use hazelnut meal as well. It works just fine. So what I'm going to do is just tip this out while I do the dates. It doesn't matter if some stay in there because you're going to add them back. It just helps the dates to be able to be mushed up. So once the dates are sort of finely chopped, then you just add the hazelnuts and 2 tablespoons of cocoa back in with the dates. Okay, now that you've got all those in, just mix it again. So now all you need to do is add a couple of teaspoons of water. Now, if you've used fresh Mujaloo dates, you probably won't need to because they're slightly wetter, but I'm just going to add a few teaspoons now. Okay. So now that's made into like a chocolate paste. What I like to do is chuck it in the fridge just for a few minutes, and then I roll the whole lot into little balls and keep them in the freezer, and then eat them straight out of the freezer. You can like push them into a pan and make them into like a slice or like a bar type thing, but I prefer the balls. And so that is all that needs to happen to these. And now I'll show you how I make the other date balls, which is essentially the same method. We're just going to be using peanuts, dates again, cocoa, and then we're going to roll those ones in coconut.
On the floor, we know how to push the buttons to the core. I've got you. If we figured out what it's all about, takes a second and then we're back it again. Coaster ride for the triggered minds, but I don't ever want us to stop it. Go ahead, tell them to smile for all I care. Just wanna stay close, don't say that. Ain't gonna leave ya. Anyone sabotage, you're a
guys, it really is as simple as that. As you can see, I've rolled up both our Ferrero Rocher balls and our date balls, and I've rolled those in coconut. As you can see, ball symmetry is not my strong suit, but honestly, they taste good, delicious, straight from the freezer. That's my tip for you. And our rice pudding, I gave it a stir a couple of times while it was cooking, and then once all of that milk has absorbed and the rice is tender, it is ready to go, and it will leave your house smelling amazing. That fragrant coconut and cinnamon smell is divine. So I hope you guys have enjoyed these little sweet treats and hope you'll try them for yourself. If you're new here, we would love to have you subscribe. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. It lets me know you like this type of content, and I will catch you guys in the next one.